All right, we're gonna rebuild some door hinges here. I'm gonna make this a standalone video. So here they are, we sandblasted them. You can see that roller is gone.
It's bent.
Yeah, the axle it rode on is all bent. And then the hinges, you can see what's left of that. That bushing is shot. This being a little off here, will set the end of the door way off. So I think the first thing we're gonna do here is we'll separate this one hinge. We have to get these stakes off of here, and we'll drive that hinge pin out. Is that roller on the bottom?
The roller's on the bottom.
I think those ears will just break off of there. So there's a brass bushing. I'm gonna show you what I got over here. Here's a pin. There's a wear on it. This one really isn't that bad, but there is wear. And we got a rebuild kit here, and we realized we didn't have
oversized
a full complement of bushings. We got the doorman kit here, and so we got every possible bushing we could need.
Oh, yeah.
Oversized, standard.
Look at this one. That's thick.
Yeah, the thicker the better. This here is just a pin that's driven in here that the roller goes on. So we got to get that out. We got it gripped up. We're going to beat down this bar here. This pin is in a blind hole. It moved.
Yeah, you can see it moved.
Pin's quite out.
Yeah, it's starting to. So now,
Alright, we've driven the pin out, and I've measured the depth of the hole, and we're going to have to use the pin out of this one here. So I've marked it there. We're going to cut it, and then we'll try to drive it out from the back. This is like out of a truck or something. I don't have the part number.
it's not budging. Oh, there she goes. That's all you needed was that little knurled pin, huh?
We need the bearings out of this wheel too. Alright, we just stuck the pin in there. We're going to see if
we can get the bushing out.
Yep. Who knows how much wear is on there though. So this wheel is obviously narrower than that wheel. So that's why we're going through the trouble. I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut this one here and drive the pin out so we don't damage the wheel in the process.
Just caught the tip of the... starting to move now.
You can see that plastic is all worn on one side there.
Yeah.
So it's a lucky thing we did this. It wore through there. He's ranking on me for changing this, but you know what? They're different size.
Yeah, but all it does is go out further. Does that matter?
We're going original.
Okay.
So you see the pin fits. We have to trim this excess plastic off now. I think just flap wheel.
Just put it on the grinder.
Sure. Now we can finally assemble this. Too far.
It's not going all the way down.
You didn't.
Too tight. I hammered it down, and then all of a sudden he goes, "What did you do? Now the roller won't roll." So then we tried getting it to where the roller would roll, and we ended up just wrecking the bushing. So we had to buy a whole new kit. So you got to communicate with each other.
Here's the pin that we drove in there, and the end was cut off from when we extracted it. So it was a little shorter. So you just got to sneak up on it until she's tight but still rolls. Here's a full length pin. I couldn't find another one of those hinges that we had, but I see the inline tube sells a kit here. But this is only for $68.72. Here's the part number. So we're gonna open this up and take a look at it. Here's the kit. So now you even have more bushings and whatnot. So these are the same diameter. This down here is the same diameter, but they're different length. This bushing is installed already. That works good. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to stick this in the lathe and turn this up to that point to make that level. And then we'll just cut off the excess. Maybe put a tack of weld on it or something. That or cut the screw down. This one's designed to be screwed in. This one actually has looks like a metal bushing. Wonder if that'll be more durable. So I'm getting ready to mark it, and it looks like these are the same total length. So we just have to bring that shoulder back a little bit. Turn the shoulder back a little bit, like 477 or something. Pretty close. Let's see if it fits.
Is it supposed to be that on? You're just gonna taper it on them.
So you can see the spring goes right here, and this bar is lined up with this roller. So we're good. We'll just put a tack of weld in the bottom of this roller pin
But
in the end.
you're gonna show them this.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, this thing's getting pretty beat up. So we're gonna smack this down and respread it. Make this so it stays tight. Should I rotate it?
I think it's alright. It's hard to hold it on there. Air chisel didn't work too well, so we just put a blob of weld on each side of it.
I was trying to push it up as tight as I could. But the wheel has sides, so it'll follow it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good now. The pin is splined here. I can see the splines where it was. So this piece is good. I don't think we have to do anything there. I mean, it's going to take quite a while to wear through them things.
Nice and tight.
Alright, we're going to weld this pin in here. And there isn't much clearance here, so I'll have to have my tacks like here and here. We just tacked that pin in there. So this had to be assembled right, so this hits this. It obviously can't be on the other side. And then these are the limits of its travel. So that roller is in the bottom. It's for the driver's door. So this will be door closed and door open. Door coming out this way. Ideally we paint the hinge first before putting the spring in, but just to finish the video, we're going to put the spring in here. This is the original spring. The spring has got the most compression on it when the hinge is like this. And it seems like it's got the least there. So I'm going to try to stick it in right here. This is like a bomb, but we're going to try it with zip ties. We got one on there. We'll loosen this, rotate it, add another one, maybe a third, and keep working around and tightening all three. And when we loosen this, it's going to
bow the other way.
Right. So then we'll cut the zip tie out and replace it, I think. We kept replacing zip ties until we got it compressed enough where we could put it in there.
I still think we should put this whole thing in the vise now before you cut those.
Should leave a tail so we can get something to pull on. Otherwise that plastic's gonna be stuck in there.
Okay. So now we gotta get these pieces of crap out of here. Put that in the vise. Take that one out.
Just to put your eye out.
Well, that was a weird way to do it, but I got it in there. It was dangerous.
Without a doubt. I would not recommend this method. There's actually a tool to get this in there.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a valve spring compressing tool. We're just gonna run it through its paces here and see if the wheel rolls.
So this just goes to show you when you're in that car and you just open the door, it goes doo-doo, doo-doo. They're heavier than heck. When we've had them on and off, and they got this big crash bar in here. This is how much force I have to put. I'm trying to watch to see if the wheel is rolling. When we do this, we're gonna have grease on here, and hopefully the roller works better. It's gonna need more lube.
Rolled a little bit there.
If it doesn't roll, you're just gonna wear parts.
Yeah, it's moving a little bit, but not completely. There's so much.
Is this too tight?
There's so much spring pressure on it that it's ridiculous.